Nittany Lions and the Buckeyes. A rivalry born of one side setting the standard and the other trying to climb the mountain. And we are on the cusp of dotting the I on a great clash in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Ncaa26. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he was fortunate not in that play, able to wedge it back to the get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Turning on the Jets. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. These two Blue Bloods really didn't become rivals until Penn State joined the Big Ten in the early 90s. We really sensed that Ohio State has been a bit of a measuring stick for Penn State.
I think we always talk about Penn State. We talk about winning the big games, and how do they play against Ohio State? A big rivalry. Palmer, it seems like they're always there. They're always in the game, but do they find a way to break through and win this rivalry?
Yeah, it's
touchdown Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. running back searching for a hole. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Taylor wants to throw it. And the third down pass is incomplete.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On third down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got the quick pass. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, what a cut. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
They'll run play action. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Buckeyes! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job on the defense.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. finds a dead spot in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. The 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The give is to Smith. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to fire on second down. He's got the tight end. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the first quarter. Looking to throw on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the offense trying to get the screen pass to the running back and get him out into space to do some damage, but the defense not having it. No gain on that play.
Looking to fire. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Looking for more room.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnover.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the left. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Ohio State. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He'll do it himself. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. More importantly, we have an early barn burner here. Both teams firing on all cylinders, as our stats will show you. First play of the period will be a second down. Using his legs, it's Hayes. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
From the gun, the running back has it. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4-yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this defense knew coming into the game with this quarterback's speed, David, they were going to have to be ready for him to tuck the ball and take off running.
But it doesn't matter. You know it, but he's so fast. You don't know about the angles, and you can't tell how fast till you get in the game. And he just takes off and makes big plays with his feet.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. They're working that left side. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll leave it with him. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Taylor wants to throw it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Good timing on the quick out. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
Well, this defense is being challenged, in this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on first down. Pumps it downfield. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. He got loose. Almost housed it. Finally dragged down at the 32. First down here for the offense. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Might be calling a hot route. Gonna look downfield again. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
The Buckeyes will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's McFadden. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got his man across the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play fake. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. He'll work his way down to the 28. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Rides to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. And the try is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that...
Oh, he's got some space. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing 2 great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far. Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David. They're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. This is a designed run. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Up now, here's 2nd and long. to throw. A little release to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. He wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. And as he throws, he gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
The Nittany Lions will try to convert on fourth down.
If you're going to go for it on fourth down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision. Turning it on! Was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Look out, he's got room! And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
To the air on 2nd down. Might be looking to run. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks, and you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year, year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got him still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, this guy has been a weapon all game long. They've lined him up all over the field. He's run all different types of routes. The defense has not been able to cover him, and he's got now over 150 receiving yards.
The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a man. It's Carpenter. Quarterback extends the play. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Listen, it's early in the downs. Don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. They go to the ground. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll give it to him again.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They want to run this quarterback. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day, and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
Grab behind the line. It's Denmark. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Trying play action. Complete in the middle. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So 1st down will open up the final period. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll throw it from the red zone. Caught in the backfield, it's Hawkins. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but we're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Snags it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
Wow, the this offense. They have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Buffalo is in front. They've represented Western New York so well today, but they still have to finish the job, and that's not a given. They're up by 10 over Utah State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air using the quick game. Right midfield, he's got room. Racing to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
This time they'll go to the running game. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. It's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got it in the middle. It's Anders. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Nittany Lions are on the move. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They've got the screen set up. He did not make it a stonewall on third down.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it, first down and more. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something.
It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's over.
Man, that's crippling because offensively you had to do something with the football, make a play. You fumble the ball, put on the turf. Defense recovers. With this deficit, ball game over.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looks as if he's going to run it. There he goes. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the fourth quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the first down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll run it from the gun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
That is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. With Ohio State Once again, taking down Penn State in this one, the Nittany Lion fans left to wonder what might have been. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA